Hello, fellow Legionnaires. J-Man here for some more Legion of Superheroes talk. As you guys know, we are going through the entire appearances of the Legion of Superheroes going back from Adventure Comics number 247, and we're going till at least 1989, I believe is the cutoff for now. At least that's how long we will have our special guest, which I'll bring in shortly. So a couple of just updates. This Wednesday is going to be the Women of Wrestling talk. So that's every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And then this Friday, we were going to do this last Friday. Something came up on my end. But this Friday, we are going to do the Batman 66 favorites. So our favorite episodes. We're not going to count it down, but just kind of some episodes that we like are sort of our 5 favorite villains. And then our 5 favorite characters who are not villains, so you can call them heroes or the good guys somehow. So like that would be like Gordon, O'Hara, those kind of characters. Anyone who's not one of the main villains. So that'll be on Friday, and then 1 week from today we'll be back talking about Legion of Superheroes. And so today I am wearing a shirt from Bearded Shirts. So we've got Insect Queen with Superboy. So if you guys want to order any Legion shirts, you can get them from beardedshirts.com. They are not an official sponsor, but I have actually purchased many shirts and like glasses and stuff. And Clobby has also purchased. He got me onto the website. He's purchased a lot. So if you do end up purchasing anything, let them know that you saw it on my channel, because I'd love for them to be a sponsor for this. They'd be the perfect sponsor. Because we're already buying from them anyway, so I don't have to, pretend I like them. I actually do like them. So that's that. And everyone knows about my troubles with YouTube. They really messed me around pretty badly, so I went ahead and I started a Patreon. So if you want, you can subscribe to the Patreon, and that's just patreon.com/jman77. I'll put a link for everybody to use. Okay. That gets all that official stuff out of the way. Let's bring in my co-host here.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's going on? All right, let me get
I got the Robin Miko.
Oh, beautiful. Oh,
I love the boxes, man. They're so great.
I know.
They put like a barcode sticker here. I had to carefully peel it off, but yeah.
Oh, I'm like the champion of peeling off stickers.
You need long fingernails, which I haven't cut for a bit.
Yeah, no, I'm really good at why is this is so irritating? This stupid heart is right in the hold on a second. Oh, I can't pin my comment because this dumb heart is in the way.
No.
Oh, here we go. Pin. There we go. I want to put your link in there too.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
While we're going here, get your link in there too. Okay, there we go. There's all the links, so that takes care of that. Okay, and let's bring in our Legionnaire co-host. We're going to give him this one.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Hello.
It's Clobberin Legion time. Long live the Clobberin Legion, or whatever. What's up, buddies?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey. Thanks for having me.
All right, well, thanks for being here. We need all of our we need the full Legion. We got the 3 founding members of the Legion stream.
Indeed. J-Boy and Sean Ladd and Clobber.
So, yeah, I gotta change. Oh, I should do J-Boy. You're right. If I was J-Man, I get kicked out of the Legion.
J-Boy, yeah. Sean Ladd, and I guess I'll be Clobber Lad.
Clobber Lad, yeah. Clobber Kid.
Clobber Kid, there you go. Clobber Kid.
Clobby Kid.
Clobby Kid.
What did you say? Sean Ladd?
Sean Ladd.
Sean Ladd and J-Boy. J-Boy, that's funny. Let's say hi to Lord Thoth. Hey, long live the Legion. Avon, yeah, I'll give you my I'm trying to get an Avon GIF, but it's hard to find a good one. Wow. Pat S is here. 3XL. Oh, for the shirts, they got 4XL. I was the 3XL champion.
Oh, they have 5s.
They've got 5XL. Wow. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I was the 3XL
maybe
champion.
6, probably. I don't know.
They definitely have it. But what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So I've got today's issues. I've actually got all 3 of today's issues in physical form.
Man.
Cool.
So that's
Nice.
super exciting. So
I love that middle one with all the guys.
Yeah, this is neat. Oh, man.
The last one, yeah.
I got to tell you, there's someone who I'm really pumped up for. I have, and this is a great one. I have to say, well, I don't know what your opinion is, but I think now I'm not going individually, but I think these 3 as a collective on this stream is probably my favorite to date.
Yeah. They're more epic and well, they're more epic. It's one of them is basically Star Trek 3, you know.
I love Star Trek 3.
Yeah.
And let's say, Brian Hepburn, how's it going? Thank you so much for being here. I'll give you my Star Trek 3 story. I always have a shirt story. I used to have enough t-shirts for 1 a day for a year, no problem. It wouldn't repeat. And I had a Star Trek 3 shirt, and we were downtown, Sean, and I think you were there. I don't know what we were for, but we were waiting on something, and we went into it. It was like a Tim Hortons or something. It was like a cafe. We went to a cafe, and we were sitting there. This guy came over to me, and I always get people commenting on my shirts. This guy came over, just like, my favorite Star Trek movie. I was like, yeah. And we were like, yeah. It's like, yeah, man, Star Trek 3. Yeah, it's like, and it's like you can just I always connect with my shirts. Like a couple of weekends ago, I was wearing a Starsky and Hutch shirt, and I went to our mall here. I had 4 people stop me, and this one guy's like, dude, oh my god, where'd you get that shirt? So I'm giving him the website, and then he's like, he goes, do they have $6 Million Man? I was like, yeah, of course they have $6 Million Man. He's like, shit, I gotta go to that website.
I wear geek shirts everywhere, dude, and they get stopped all the time.
Well, I wore this to work today. I wore this to the office.
Nice.
And they know I have, like, literally, the general manager's like, he's like, Jay, do you not have any normal shirts? I'm like, no. So you can either accept me or let me go. I was like, this is what I'm going to be wearing to work.
Is he saying that in a fun way, or is he like really doesn't like it?
Look, everyone likes me, and I'm the only, and I'm like, I'm the best person they got, and the only person that knows how to do most of the stuff. So yeah. No, he's doing it in a fun way. Hey, FKHC 2005, what's going on? You can blow off. You can blow off that. Go to 4X. Sure. Listen, it's all good. As long as you're wearing a Legion shirt, that's it. That's all that's all that matters.
If I ever gain weight, then I know that I could be properly clothed by bearded shirts.
Shirts, yeah.
I don't think it would be physically possible for you to gain that much because you can get a 5 there. You'd be good. In fact, man, I can loan you one of my shirts, Sean, and you can make 4 shirts out of it.
Yeah, Sean is the. Are you the skinniest?
Been able to gain weight,
yeah, and we all despise you. So
yes,
that's
I know.
I'm gonna say something. So, Clobberin, we go to the theater, and Sean would get. Now we had Burger King in our theater as a thing. I don't know how it is in the States if you guys have stuff like that.
Weird, really.
Yeah, we had Burger King in the theater, like you could eat it in the cinema while. Sean would get 2. Is it 2? Not 2 double Whoppers. Is it? It's not 2.
2 Whoppers and 1 double Whopper. Yeah.
Oh my God! Wow. There's a double in there. That's Sean, man. That's awful.
And so one time I ordered a double Whopper, and J-Man ordered like a Whopper Junior. And when they both came, they gave J-Man the double Whopper, and he's like, "That's not for me. That's for the skinny one here."
and I was 3XL at that time. Yeah. So they're like, yeah, of course, this fatty wants this thing.
I was like 115 or something at the time.
And I ordered the Junior Whoppers. I ordered 2 Junior Whoppers. In my defense, I ordered 2 Junior Whoppers.
Yeah.
Some of us would kill to be 3XL right now, so you're good.
Oh, dude, like, I can't. But that's really outrageous. How do you have it? I'd be using the bathroom immediately. Right? If I have a Big Mac, I can't do anything else the rest of the afternoon.
I have plenty of issues now. I'm diabetic. I'm high cholesterol, so all that stuff. So it doesn't show, but like that's the way it rolls, right? So
on the inside, like
on the inside, I'm fat.
We're giving everybody, this is great at like health advice here. Where else are you gonna get adventure comics and Legion comic reviews and health advice?
Well, screw it, have some ice cream then.
The packed and stacked cast here, man.
Oh. All right.
Arf, arf.
Can I exit that? No, I can't.
Arf, 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 arf.
Okay, look at
this is great.
This is awesome. I'm gonna do this. I'll just do this first one because I always just do the first one just because that's sure. Unless someone has a preference. Clobby, do you have a preference on?
Not at all.
Well, I'll let you do. I'll let you do this one, which is your cover that you like, right?
I do have an affinity for that cover.
Yeah, so 312 is the one we're gonna do.
Yeah.
That you can do. Okay. Okay, so do we have the credits for this story? Adventure 310.
Yes, and your credits will not alter. It'll be the same all night. Written by the great Edmund Hamilton, of course.
Yeah.
Pencils and inks by Mr. John Forte. And, of course, evil editing by Mort Weisinger.
Yep. And it wouldn't be a comic by our buddy Mort without, like, shock. This one is...
This is insane.
This is... I believe that in the time of this comic, 50% of children reading this comic died of a heart attack before they finished reading the comic. It's like, this is too much shock value. Even I was like, wait a minute, how are they going to get out of this one?
He was hanging with Bob Haney or something.
Yeah, this one's. I have to say, I absolutely love all three of these this week. I really like all three of them.
Let me just say too, like.
Yeah.
These comics are so this story is only one story in this comic. There's a whole other Superboy thing.
I didn't read it yet.
Small one-page ones too. It's just reading these old things. It's amazing, like the value you get for your few cents, right?
This is 12 cents. I didn't pay 12 cents for it, but
no.
I think I paid like $25 or something for this one, but. I don't care. I burn money. I will trade money for comics. That's my at least for old comics. Okay, so we got the Wheel of Death here. This is like Thunderdome, but you just die if the wheel goes on you.
That's so crazy.
Okay, so Shrinking Violet dead, Chameleon Boy dead, Triplicate Girl, all three of her dead. Ultra Boy dead. You're like, oh my god. Yeah, it's like you're next, buddy. So this is Mask Man. Oh, I posted a poll, just so everybody knows. And the poll is in reference to there's a lot of characters that do kind of cool stuff in this comic. Or in all three of these. So I posted who are you most pumped up for out of the heroes that do cool stuff in these three comics, not just this one. Okay. Puff. I forgot. I haven't. Quagnar's here. How's it going? I just saw that before I moved to screen. I'll still be able to see the chat, but I won't be able to see you guys, okay, when I do this. Okay, well, we've almost cleaned up this rocket tube. Oh, puff. Oh, yeah, okay. I feel like Sunboy I think I've got this thing that Sunboy thinks he's the leader, but we know it's Cosmic Boy, because I feel like he's doing a lot of, like, talking. Like,
he's always been arrogant.
Yeah. I'm kind of liking Sunboy now, just because I nobody's better than Cosmic Boy. Superboy, Mon-El, Cosmic Boy, that's my three. But Cosmic Boy, I just like his no nonsense attitude. But Sunboy is really trying to be a bit of a usurper. He's a bit of an upstart. It's like
they're pushing him a lot. That's what you said last time. It's true.
It is.
Yeah,
they really are pushing him. Somebody really like the Sunboy guy. Okay, so
the statue. So anyway,
he's got a statue. So they're inspecting. So they're just doing like house cleaning and stuff. I actually like this. It's like they've got duties, right? Like they've got actual stuff that they do when there's downtime or whatever. They're doing their pledge. I pledge always to use my superpower only for the good of all people and never for selfish purposes. Nice. I agree. We've got the science police alarm on our monitor screen. Boom. A mysterious masked rider is looting Metropolis. He's using super magnetic power such as only Cosmic Boy has. Like, what? Okay, let's go. Here he is. Now he reminded me of Daedalus from the Mighty Hercules. Yes,
yeah,
isn't he? Mighty Hercules?
I feel like watching that again. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I made the ring as a kid.
Yeah, they actually sold those rings as rack toys.
I could not find a real one.
Yeah,
really.
I actually put the ring. I made a ring, and then I made an elastic band. I put it on so it would stay, and I would pretend I get the powers. And then you inevitably asked, "Why don't you always keep it on?"
I know. I don't know if that's one of the first, if not the first, television like one of those transition scenes that you just like put in for 2-3 minutes to like eat up animation. Because after that, everybody did that. Like He-Man was the most famous one, but yeah.
Hercules, song and story.
Hercules. These comics in the show. Where do I see these comics? Where are you see this comic on the show? Anyway, I'm not sure exactly. I get these at the when we go to the shows. There's actually a Brampton comic show. I don't know if Sean wants to go to it. I haven't talked to him. It's gonna be the first one, the 30th of this month. So I'll go. It's Brampton. I can go and check it out if you don't want to.
I'll go. I'm still trying to conserve funds, but I'll go, man.
Yeah, just go. I know it's stop pretending you're not going. I might not go because
I'll go just to hang you. I'm not going to spend any money.
Yeah, just go anyway.
Yeah.
All right. So Mask. Okay. So this guy is TCB. Take care of business, as our Wolfman says.
As the Wolfman says.
As the Wolfman says, taking care of business. He's just like kicking ass here. Like, look at this shit. It's like, okay, here comes Superboy. He just gets his ass knocked out right there. Look at this. What? And he's got every power there ever was, and then a couple more just for the shit of having them.
Showing stuff off, like
lightning blast, boom. Invisible Kid, boom. It's like X-ray vision, boom. And Superboy's just like, yo, like, what the heck's going on with this guy here? And this is the most outrageous thing ever. So he sees that his legs are like fake. So it's basically Stilt Man or whatever. But
yeah, this is so stupid. I love it so much. It's a crazy doll man.
Yeah. Hey, Comic Cap Collectibles. What's going on? I'm going to plug this guy for just 2 seconds. This guy does his YouTube channel. I've never seen this anywhere. He just shows you. He buys entire runs and just shows them. So his videos are just like multi-parts, and he's like, here's every issue of Spectacular Spider-Man. 1, 2, 3. I was like,
this is that for some of my runs, yeah.
Yeah, this is insane. Yeah. I could do it for Doctor Strange. I have every Doctor Strange.
I could do it for ROM. I could do it for Marvel Tarzan. I could do it for
I love Marvel
Battlestar Galactica.
Nice. I love that too.
I have a lot of good runs, actually. I'm surprised, but yeah.
Well, Comic Cap Collectibles. If you see Sean, if you see you can only 3 so far. Well, yeah, that means Sean ripped you off. So there you go. Okay, so they see that he's Stilt Man, and they rip his legs off. I'm like, all right.
So ridiculous. He's not that small, though. I mean,
still,
he is. You don't really get a perceptive of it like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then they start making fun of him because he's short.
Yeah, man. Well, what a bunch of a-holes. He's killing people.
So that's so okay. So after they rip his legs off, now if my legs were ripped off by a bunch of people, I'd be a bit sore about it. But he does have his real legs; they're just fake legs. And then he kills Ultra Boy with freezing power, and you're like, oh, all right. Now I got it. This is one of my favorite lines here by Superboy. Nothing can restore him to life. But we can deal justice to his murderer. He's flying away after him.
Yep. Yeah. La-di-da. It's like, hey, he's dead, but don't get all cut up over it. We'll go take care of the guy. We'll handle it.
And he's like, he's 100% dead. It's like, but every issue you've been talking about how Lightning Lad, maybe you can bring him back. Like,
but not now, not in this case.
Not in this case. In this case, he's for sure dead. Like, he's DED dead.
I mean, yes.
It's from a thing. DED dead. Okay, so then they make fun of him that he's short, and then he throws like kryptonite shit at them. Like, okay,
my Rawingi for them making fun of my shortness. Oh no! I mean, it's already going after him to kill them anyway. Now I'm really pissed off because they made fun of me being short.
Right. So he throws this. Then they put him in a coffin. Ultra Boy is dead.
Dead.
He's dead dead. So now they're talking like, look at Bouncing Boy. He's just like, if Ultra Boy got killed,
I'm in trouble. I think I'm quitting, guys. No, nothing.
I'm dead.
Going on vacation.
I'm trying to remember. We'll see, but does he even die in this, or did they just forget about him at some point?
I feel like they forgot about him.
We'll continue on, yeah.
Yeah, I really feel like they forgot
about him. Either now.
Yeah, so Chameleon Boy's like, this Mask Man is like awesome. Like, what are we gonna do? This guy, and then Brainiac's like, yeah, maybe we can run and hide on this planet. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Maybe we can hide on this planet.
I love this doll world.
Yes, and that's where they got Doll Man from with Tim Thomerson.
Yes.
Anybody a fan?
Yes, I remember that movie, Doll Man.
Yep.
There's also a Golden Age character called Doll Man.
That's right, Doll Man.
Became a member. They used him in the Freedom Fighters. He's one of those old Ray Boy characters.
I do remember Doll Man. So they're like, okay, well, we got to get to Doll World. Dun, dun, dun,
Doll World.
Yeah.
Why is it called Doll World?
So they've got 2 ships. Yeah, they're all short.
That's what they call it, Short World.
Yeah, I don't know, because they all they all look like dolls.
They wouldn't think of themselves as short though.
No,
like
they wouldn't.
If they're a planet of giants,
so
we don't call ourselves Doll Man, right?
Yeah, they probably say all those a-holes on the other planets call us Doll World. That's not our name.
Yeah.
No. And it's well, I love how this is kind of like the beginning of the Legion Espionage Squad. They don't even say it here yet, but still, those are the members of the Legion Espionage Squad. A couple of some of them anyway. No Phantom Girl, by the way. She must have got smart.
She's like, I'm out of here. Yeah. I'm very okay. So I want to mention something really funny here. Okay, so Invisible Boy's like, okay, I'll just turn invisible. That's good. Shrinking Violet will shrink to fit in. Chameleon Boy shrinks to fit in. It's like, yeah, but you still look weird. Like you need to change your appearance.
Yeah.
Right? Like you need to change your shape to someone that looks like, one of them from here. Tie into the Barbie movie? Yeah, maybe. This is well, one thing's for sure, nobody on Doll World will ever get a role in Disney's Snow White. I'm just joking. Oh, that was good.
Love it.
They're not hiring any little people. Anyway,
I like man. How do you make a multi-million-dollar franchise? Give Disney a multi-billion-dollar franchise.
Oh my God, Sean, that's so good.
That's fantastic.
Sean does one a stream. That's the one,
done,
baby.
Sean.
I didn't think we'd get it so early. I didn't think we'd get it 23 minutes in. You got to save that shit for people when because now everyone's done. They're just like, we're done. Sean said his awesome line. We're out. We're leaving now. You got to save that for like the third comic or whatever. That was awesome. Oh, that was so good. I'm using that tomorrow, and I'm pretending I made it up. I'm using that.
Asking this chick, so you never heard of a doll man who has superpowers? She said, "We're not doll people. Shut up with that. What are you?
Yeah.
What's the doll thing, dummy?"
I love this guy. We did it. We went to Bob Haney World where there's a flesh mask on top of another mask.
Yeah. No.
Okay, I love.
At least it's a good explanation for this one.
I love how this guy's tied up behind him. It's like, oh, there he is.
Why did you tie Santa Claus?
Kill him. He just ties him up. Like,
why didn't you put him in the basement or something? Like,
yeah,
like
we got to show in one panel what's going on.
Right.
Yes, I am Akako or whatever, the scientist. So I'm the scientist.
Yeah, I'm this guy. Haha. And then Shrinking Violet dead. Uh-oh, another one down. Another one bites dust.
Murderer?
No, demonetized. I have to get monetized first. That's why I started Patreon, because YouTube has messed me around after 11 years. Okay. Yep. All right. So then she's dead, and Chameleon Boy's like, oh my God. He comes back, and it's like, here comes Matt. That isn't Chameleon Boy. Oh, right. I killed her. And then when Chameleon Boy started out of the city with her body, I followed him and used my element changing power to turn the air around him into deadly gas. So he killed them both.
Okay.
Okay, so they're dead. And this is awesome. They're all just like, oh yeah, Light Last came in. Or Lightning, is it? Sorry, no, Lightning Last.
Lightning Last, yeah.
She's still Lightning Last, yeah, sorry. they try to okay, so sorry, they're just like pummeling him. Look at this, man. They're nailing him with shit. This is awesome. Superboy like nailed him with this thing. They're just getting killed off like crazy. So Superboy is like, I hurled some radioactive stuff and smeared some dust on him when it shattered. So I can do that. We can kind of track him, right? Now this is the Mount Rushmore of space.
Space asteroid, Mount Rushmore of space.
Yeah,
which would be a reference that would mean nothing to alien planets.
You're right. So that's weird, but it is what it is. Now, so Sean, to answer your question, we're not really sure. I don't think we're sure on who's on what ship. So it looks like Triplicate Girl, Element Lad, and Phantom Girl. So they're traveling towards. They're following the guy. Hey, Phantom Outsider, how's it going? Thanks for popping in. So they're following the trail here, and then he materializes, and right in front of their ship, so they blow up.
Yeah.
So they're saying that was Triplicate Girl, Element Lad, and Phantom Girl.
Wow,
all got nailed right there.
That's
they just forget about Phantom Girl.
That's a lot. So obviously at this point, now this is the first time that I'm reading this comic ever in my life. So I'm like, well, obviously this will be undone or it's a dream or something, right?
Yes.
So, but I did not actually guess what it actually was. So I did not guess what it actually was.
I just love how they're all cavalier about it. Like, yeah, man, these people our buddies keep getting killed. This sucks, man. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
So what do we do now? Yeah.
I think casually,
I think Sunboy's like, well, hold on a second. Lightning Lad is gone. It's like, I just need to live out Cosmic Boy and Saturn Girl, and then I'm the leader. He's like plotting in his mind, like, oh, I'll be the leader soon. I don't think did we see. We haven't seen Phantom Girl. They just say it. We didn't see what happened with her. We didn't see her. The Phantom Outsider. Why didn't she go to the fan? We don't know what happened on that other ship. And we haven't seen her in the comic. They just only mentioned her name. Right. Could be. So that's part one end. Where am I? What is this? This isn't it.
Yes,
all right.
House ads and stuff.
Okay. So there's Bouncing Boy. He is back.
Oh,
so I'm not. This is correct. So Invisible Kid.
I don't know why he's looking up Monel's nostrils, but he's back.
Yeah.
What he goes? You've got a nose hair sticking out right here. It's just kidding.
Get out of my face, boy.
All right. So Superboy is like, okay, this is enough is enough here. It's like we have to hold off that vengeful masked man until we find a way to fight him. So we must build our stronghold. So they're going to start building up.
I don't know what the point of this is.
I don't know either. So
ridiculous.
It's like cool. It's nice.
It is cool. Masked Man basically has every power ever. Yeah. So there's not really much you can do. Like, I mean, he has the matter changing, right? So like he could just change the stronghold.
We'll hide by building a big house.
Yeah, like so they basically there's some sort of mineral. What did they say it was? I don't know. There's something. Yeah. But it doesn't matter. The guy can change. The guy can like transmute matter or whatever, right? So like,
there's time. Fair enough to them though. They don't know that.
They don't know that.
His powers. Yeah. They don't know who he really is.
Exactly. Yeah. They don't. Right. They don't know who he is. Right. They don't know who he is. So Colossal Boy grows big, and then he just starts. I don't know where they got a big hammer, or I don't know if Colossal Boy, if he holds something, does it could become big with him? Maybe I don't know.
No.
All right. Well, they went to Giant World and got a big hammer.
A big hammer.
Yeah. Giant World people, can we borrow a hammer from you? Thanks. So they build their thing. It looks pretty cool, actually. Like, I like these like spiky things here. This is badass.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I didn't notice that before.
Yeah, this is awesome. Like, look at this shit.
Looks good.
They're not messing around here. So it's like a big, huge door. They latch it. Invisible Kid, since you've got an amazing power, but you never do anything useful, can you just walk around and like be a sentry? It's like, sure, I'll do that. In the meantime, we're gonna play around with our action figures or something. So they're trying to ponder like, what are we gonna do, right? And it's like, well, maybe we can find a way to neutralize his powers. So Brainiac's trying to figure out a way that to neutralize the powers. In the meantime, he makes all the or Mount Rushmore heads come crashing down. I gotta say, this would be sick. I'd love to see you know how they do the James Bond movies or whatever, how they have like an opening 10-minute segment before the credits and then the movie starts. I'd love to see going forward every DC live action movie have a 10-minute Legion of Superhero mission with actual, because this would be sick. If all this stuff is falling out and you got Colossal Boy like just smashing the crap out of stuff and like Mon-El and Superboy like smashing into and shooting their vision and destroying into Smith, this would be a cool. I thought this part was awesome.
Yeah,
so
I was pleased that he actually used this because he sets it up. And usually in these DC comics, like just a random cool thing happens and it's not really used later on.
Right.
So they're flying through this, and I'm like, that's a cool DC weird thing. Okay. And then he uses it, and I'm like, oh, that's awesome.
Awesome. Yeah. So look at this shit. These guys are just busting this crap. They're melting it and hitting it with rays. And then like, okay, so Colossal Boy, so he basically, so they're going to get hit because it's just like, the thing is there's just too many of them. And as you break them apart, they're just becoming smaller, but they could still do damage, right? Like,
right. Yes.
So Colossal Boy jumps in front. I should have put his name in there too. He pushes Lightning Lass out of the way, and he gets nailed by a full one. Like he is DED dead. Cosmic Boy has drank too much or something. I don't know. He got nailed.
Yeah.
They're like, shit, Mask Man, you bastard.
They're not even all that mad about it. They're like, oh, that guy's really a jerk, man.
Well, Mon-El read ahead, so he knows what's going to happen. So he's more like, Invisible Kid, you stupid trash sentry, where the hell are you? And Invisible Kid's like, I don't know.
The Invisible Kid.
And Sunboy's doing the math. He's like, oh, one more. If Saturn Girl bites the dust, I'm in as the leader. Bouncing Boy is considering his life choices.
Look, yeah. I'm going to die amongst these schmucks.
It's like, I think I'm going to die here. And I haven't even, gone out with Triplicate Girl yet. It's like.
Yeah. Well, she's dead now. And he didn't really care.
Yeah, that's true. He didn't really care. All right. So they're trying to do the reverser. Can reverse. It's going to get convoluted pretty fast right now.
Reverse things.
Yeah. It can reverse stuff. I don't, whatever.
I don't know. I mean,
sure.
If it gets my pointed at you, and you're walking towards me, you'll start walking backwards. Maybe.
It's like Tenet.
I don't know.
Like the movie Tenet, where it's the reverse entropy or whatever. It's like it's like bullets come back.
Yes, things go backwards.
This is like
it's a machine that you pointed at stuff and it goes back. Like, what if I was sitting watching TV, and I pointed at the TV and the movie starts going backwards? I guess. I don't know. Just trying to figure out the reverser. Go ahead. Sorry.
I have no idea. Yes, I'll show you. Another of my superpowers, the power of causing any substance to explode. And it's and Saturn Girl's dead, and Brainiac is dead.
Wow.
And I like how Mon-El.
Yeah.
Mon-El's like, oh my god, we only have Lightning Lass and Invisible Kid left, the two most useless people of all time.
He's shocked that Lightning Lass made it this far. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
He didn't even mention Bouncing Boy.
He just
forgot
about that guy. Yeah.
Wait, did he die here? Hold on.
No, where? Is he in the explosion or?
Okay, so hold on. He's here.
He's there.
Okay, so it explodes. Chemical explodes. Finish you too nicely. The other Legionnaire will follow you. Explodes. Superman out. Flash the scene. Dead, both of them. And besides ourselves, there's only Lightning Land invisible. Wow, they forgot Bouncing Boy.
Yeah, Mon-El forgets Bouncing Boy. Bouncing Boy's hiding somewhere. He's like at this.
Oh my god. Lightning Lass killed by a petrifying superpower that turned her into stone. Okay, well that was not great.
Okay.
I killed Invisible Kid when I first entered the Citadel. Oh man,
yeah.
He's like, what? Invisible Kid? I killed that. I killed him 30 minutes ago. Well, what's the Ozymandias? Well,
when they were questioning Invisible Kid, it was really Mask Man.
Right. He has I forgot to mention that. Yeah, Masked Man. That's another one of his powers. He has every power.
Yeah.
Now he's giving them a gift. No, I'm just joking. Here he's like, here, have a piece of cake. You're going to die. This radiant element will kill you. Ha! It can't. Mon-El isn't vulnerable to kryptonite or lead or anything else in the universe, you little pipsqueak. It's like, but this uniquely powerful element is from another dimension. Boom! And you're like, oh no. And it's like, this is terrible. I love it. It's like the radiation. It's terrible. I'm dying. It's like, okay. And then it's like, that's it. Superboy, the lone Legionnaire. So what Superboy does is he flies back to the past and just forgets the whole thing. No. He's not. He's not gonna do that.
The future sucks. I'm out of here. And
no future for us here. I'm gonna miss those guys.
This sounds like a Superman problem, not a Superboy problem.
Yeah, but he figured it out though.
All right, so he does. So he figured it out. It's Mixie Pitlick. Mixie's Pitlick. I can never say it.
Because that element came from another dimension, and he's like, well, only a magical guy can come from another dimension, I guess. And then
right. Yeah. So he reasons out that it's the Mixie Pitlick people or whatever.
Yeah.
Fifth dimension people. And there they all are. And then there he is. I love that he's like, I do really like that he removes the mask. This is a thing in movies, and we always make fun of it. There's always like a mask, and then the person's all normal. So it's like this, like that mask would not fit on this guy's head shape, like with his nose sticking out. Like his nose would have been crunched if that mask was on.
Yeah, his ears and all that.
Yeah, but I love that. So it's like, aha, I'm this guy.
So he's Mixie's Pitlick 5, basically.
Yes.
They call him that somewhere in there. Yeah.
Now, does he have to say the 5 backwards? Like, does he have to? Okay, so basically, now if you remember earlier, there was the reverser. I wonder if that'll play a part. I have no idea. This is like the dial of destiny. Nobody can explain how this works.
I can't either.
Okay, so you reversed. So everyone knows you've got to get the guy to do his name backwards. So however you can do it. So it's spelled out normally here. So Superboy brings the reverser, which then would reverse it. But he thought, this is like, do you remember the Mystery Men movie, Mystery Men, where it's like, I knew you'd know, I know you knew. He's like, but I didn't. I only knew that you know that I know. Did you know that? Of course. When he's fighting, I love Mystery Men. I know it's a cheese movie, but like that whole part with Captain Amazing when they're going back and forth, I knew you'd know. Oh, I knew you'd know that, and I knew you'd know, right? So he knew that Superboy would try that. Therefore, he was ready for it. But then Superboy didn't actually reverse it, so Mixie reversed it himself. Is that what happened?
Yep. Pretty much.
That's pretty much what happened.
Oops. Bop.
So once he did his name reverse, everything comes back.
Yep. Wow. It's a good call, Superboy. Like you knew that was going to happen. Until he figured it out, he thought they were just all dead. They were like, yeah, they were going to miss him. They were nice guys. But, whatever. I can get another Legion anywhere.
Yeah, I could just get another Legion. So, so there you go.
In the 60s. It was fun, though.
And notice how Bouncing Boy has returned after the danger's over. No, this is back in the past now. It just they don't even know what happened. So in the next panel, Superboy turns around and says, listen, I saved everybody. Let me tell you. No, he doesn't do that because he's Superboy and he doesn't want to brag about it.
Exactly.
Does Mixie usually, like, I know it's not really Mixie, but does he usually kill people? Like, usually he's just more mischievous. No. He's not, like, super... No. Like, I know this guy's, like, 5 ahead, right? So, yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. Sort of... Well, did you ever read Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow by Alan Moore?
Yeah, for sure. I got the hardcover of that. It was just it's the next one that has the letter we're going to look for, right?
This is the next one, yeah.
Okay.
But that for the man who has everything, it's it's about, for spoiler alert, like you don't know who everybody knows. Yeah. It is Mixie's Pitlick turns out to be, going rogue, going evil. And it turns out Alan Moore, it pretty much admitted that he took that plot from a book called Super Folks. It's a novel from the late 70s about superheroes. A comic novel was very Robert Meyer or something. It's very famous at the time, very disturbing book, but it's all about superheroes. And anyway, that he took a lot of Watchmen in that from that, of course. However, Moore was a youngster reading comics at this time, reading Marvel and DC at this time. You never know.
I'm looking at that Super Folks thing. Is that a novel with words? Like, I mean, it's not a graphic novel, right? Like,
prose novel, no. From the late 70s. It's considered, it's raunchy. It's considered a really good superhero, well, big time superhero deconstruction, but still time hadn't been done like that. So
yeah,
I'm looking at it right now.
I have a copy. I have an older copy, but it was in print for old.
Could not be reached. What's going on, dude?
Hey, there can be.
So yes,
yeah, good to see you, sir.
All right, and then we got, this is what are we on now? Sorry, 311.
Sorry.
So Sean, you like this one, so I'll let you go with it.
Sure, man.
I effing loved this comic. When I finished reading it, I thought, I think I have this one. I wasn't sure, and then I went and checked. I was like, I do have it. I'm so happy. And because of this comic, I will be doing some ordering of another character that I've just grown to really love immediately from this comic. So I'll reveal that later. Okay.
I love the subs, man. I'm a subs fan.
Yeah, big time. My wife likes Night Girl just because of the drawing. She's like, "Oh, she looks cool." I'm like, she is awesome.
Yeah,
I like it because of the Grell drawings later, but that's just me.
Yeah. Oh, I saw those. Yeah, I showed my wife the progression, like you can type up Night Girl and then it'll show you all the different costumes. So I showed her. They're like, "Whoa, look at this one!" It's like,
wowzer.
It's like, woo. Then they're like, "Oh, we can't do that because blah, blah, blah." All right, what's the credits on this one? And then Sean, you can.
All right, and then of course, Adventure Comics 311 is going to be the same creative team. The great Edmund Hamilton, writer. Pencils and inks by Mr. John Forte, and evil editing by Mort Weisinger. That scored the war between the substitute heroes and the Legionnaires.
Yep. So we got Polar Boy, Night Girl.
I should say a great cover by Kurt Swan, but George Klein, by the way.
Yeah, when he gets to draw everyone, yeah.
Yep. Fireboy, right, and Chlorophyll Kid.
Yep, Chlorophyll Kid, Fire Lad.
Fire Lad, okay, Fire Lad.
Stone Boy,
Polar
Boy. My favorite is Polar Boy, and then
okay. All right. So here's our favorite Sun Boy. Now I use Sun Boy as one of our ads for this stream that I made, just because like I like that Sun Boy is like very bossy. So it's him pointing. It's a cover that I have from one of my comics. I don't know what Legion. It was like issue 37 or something like that, and he's like pointing. And I made him all bossy, like, you better watch this stream. So I put.
It's like he's calling a lot of shots here, but like they do acknowledge Cosmic Boy because of Night Girl, right? But it's like I don't get what they're doing with any of these characters, really. But
agreed.
But with Cosmic Boy, he should be the leader and the shot caller, right? So
I agree. Yeah, I don't.
All right, so
needs his ass kicked.
Yeah,
he needs. All right, so Sean, okay,
the big splash page. They're walking away in shame. He's like, unless you substitute heroes disband, we'll make you do so. It's like, oh my god, what happened here? So, so it begins with the Legion getting gifts, and this is what I was saying about DC stuff. It's like it's cool stuff, but a lot of this doesn't pay off, But it's like, it's like here's this this time mirror that shows you as an old maid with glasses in the future or something like that, and but with the same costume. And how come
they didn't show that sexy costume that she has later on? They didn't show her in that
one.
This is the Harry Potter mirror. No, that's the Destiny mirror or something, right? Where you look in, you can see. Oh no, you see what you want in Harry Potter. Sorry.
Oh God, you remember all that? Yeah.
Of course. I remember everything that's ever happened.
I just remember this tent is for champions. That's all I remember. I don't even know what movie that is.
Wait, so what did you say?
This tent is for champions.
This tent is for champions.
Yeah, I remember. They have some sort of competition.
Oh, that was part 4.
Guy comes in and then and acts as like, this tent is for champions. That's the only guy I remember.
I like that guy. That's that Russian guy or something.
Yeah,
whatever,
Russian
right?
guy. Yeah.
we don't like him anymore, but at the time we liked him. I guess.
Yeah. So yeah, Cosmic Boy gets a plant that can give birth to a live animal. I don't know. Sure. And then take all that and wipe it from your memory because none of it has anything to do with this. No. So they get an emergency call. They're like, "Oh my god, let's go!" And so they go. Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice, at the Legion of Subs. In
the mountains,
around this cave, right? And Fire Lad has his arms folded and everything.
Yeah, he's just like yeah, that means he doesn't care about what's going on. That's like a body language thing where like I don't really care what's going on.
And they're like, yeah, they're leaving, so we could like sub up here on Earth, right? But the Legion of Superheroes still don't know about them, which kind of sucks.
Yeah.
And so they're watching them on some monitor or something like that, and then Night Girl's like, yeah, I really have a crush on Cosmic Boy. I hope he's gonna be
I like how they nail her on it too. Like, hey, you've been stalking. I mean, you've been watching Night Boy. Cosmic Boy, Night Girl. What's up with that, chick?
Yeah, invading his privacy, like not respecting him. So
and underneath here, she's got a pair of his underwear too, like just right underneath.
Yeah, she's got a little shrine and stuff in her locker. Yeah, like I guess they have lockers in the cave of subs or whatever. So, so I like this in this next panel. It's like they cut to a few days later, and like randomly, Polar Boy's taking a hype on Stone Boy for like falling asleep while he's standing or something. He's like, "You're falling asleep,"
because Polar Boy gets shit done. That's the Stone Boy is this guy's a paperweight. Like Polar Boy's like, yo, I'm trying to run a ship here, okay? Well, I don't need any dead weight around here.
The thing about Polar Boy is that, and they do this here, they always show that like his power is kind of crappy because like stone can crumple and crack. So it's like, what's the point, right?
Right.
Anyways, they see like some sort of weird machine coming at them with like digging devices and stuff. And this is a nice looking machine, actually.
It's cool.
So they go and investigate it, and they realize what it's doing. So Night Girl, I guess it's like kind of nighttime, but it's becoming day. So Night Girl still has powers, and she's trying to hold for the day. And it's like the machine is a strange design. I can't see any way to cut off its power and stuff. So Polar Boy is trying to figure out how to defeat this thing. And Fire Lad's doing. I always thought the subs were a pretty good mix of powers. Like there's fire, there's cold, there's super strength, stone, I guess, and plants. Like it's pretty good, So they eventually defeat this thing. And they realize that it.
Oh, your foot.
They're trying to. They draw a lot of conclusions here, a lot of assumptions, but But basically, it's like, oh, it's coming here to dig our minerals and like mine us and raid us. It's like I guess so, and that is exactly what it is. But like they just like come to these like 60s conclusions of invasion, right? So they're like, you know what? We should probably tell the Legion, right? So they tell the Legion, and Night Girl's like, oh, I wonder if Cosmic Boy is safe. Rather than Cosmic Boy, you get this asshole. And he's like, your message was received. We're returning to Earth, but we'll deal with this danger. We don't know who you are, so we forbid you to act until we return. And they're like, he seemed kind of like mad, like angry when we talked to him, right? So so yeah, they're still trying to pinch it for them. Till they arrive. So here is the Legion. They're doing their thing, and Fire Lad's getting all mad at everybody. No, not Fire Lad. Sorry. Sunboy's getting all mad at everyone and stuff, and then Brainiac 5 looks like he's going to like reconnect wires, and then Polar Boy clotheslines him, and they're like, "You idiot! I'm just trying to look at the wires," so they get really super angry, and then Sunboy calls shots again, and he's like, your stupid meddling is the last straw."
Yeah, man, look at this shit. Hold on a second. I want to do some Sunboy stuff here. Look at this bullshit. She's leaning back. Yeah, it means he's yelling at her, right? Yeah. So she's like going like,
yeah, she's
leaning back, right? She could poke. She gotta be careful. She could poke some eyes out there. But anyway, but like. And then it's like, you pieces of trash, get out. And look, she said he could not be sadder. Polar Boy's kind of like, he's like, I don't know about this. But we're gonna find the answers out at the end of this. But I mean, right away you're like, how did they know that Sunboy would act like this? But anyway, we'll
So they're all idols, they're all dejected and stuff. And
right.
And Sun Girl's still mooning over what's his face? Night Girl, sorry, is mooning over
okay, so Polar Boy's like, look, we gotta figure this shit out. Fire Lad is just like, oh man, like he's really upset. He's rethinking his costume choice. He's like, why do I have a rock on my chest? This is kind of stupid. And Chlorophyll Kid is just like depressed. He's like, all I can do is I have a broccoli on my chest, and all I do is make things. I don't know why am I here?
It's a poorly drawn tree. That's it. Whatever. But yeah, so Sunboy broadcasts to the world and says and basically tells them all the conclusions that the subs told them. So taking credit for all of it, and they feel like double crappy now about all this. So they're gonna make. The Legion's going to make these sentries or whatever to defend the Earth. And they're like, we're going to make our own sentry. And it's like this big sort of misshapen robot with arms kind of like sprawling out of it and stuff. And they're like, we're proud of this, right? So they go to the Legion. They're like, we made this. And Sunboy's like, you amateurs! Your clumsy robot guard would be of little use. We're building powerful defense guards that make yours look childish. I'll show you. And it's another whirling top thing.
Yeah.
Ed Hamilton loves these whirling top things. Like I find this is like the third top that he's written in.
Yeah.
So they're like, yeah, we admit it's pretty awesome. That robot's way better than ours. So they want these guys to disband. It's like you need to disband. It's like unless you do so and leave your clubhouse in 2 hours, we'll use force to make you, right. So
hold on a second. I want to go back to one thing here. This panel here,
right?
You can see my mouse. Let's not brood about being slighted. We aren't after personal glory. I suggest we help the superheroes be invented. Yeah, like, okay, Polar Boy is the damn best.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, because he won't. You know what I like about him? He won't give up. It's like, okay, listen, they're pissed, but we're not in it to get praises and pats on the back. Like this character for me has risen so much in this comic, and I love Polar Boy in this comic. I'm definitely getting I'm gonna get some shirts or something for him. I love this character from this issue. I'm going to be doing some iPhone wallpapers for him and all that. I don't know. I really got impressed with this character in this comic. I thought this was so good.
He's always been my favorite sub, and then things happen to him later down the road that are really cool in the way in the future. So to speak. And he's just a great character later too.
Yeah,
in the back,
he's great
like that.
All right. So okay, sorry. Okay, so Sean, we'll continue. So basically we're here. We're like, okay, they made this top.
So the Legion attacked them with their top. In their cave hideout or whatever, and they try to get to their ship, and the top's coming and everything, and Night Girl's trying to punch her way out of the cave to make way for the ship, and so they fly just in the nick of time, and then the Legion basically declares war on the subs, and there's this nice shot which is from the cover.
Splash, yeah.
They're like,
the cover.
Like, and then Polar Boy is like, okay, well, I, Polar Boy, accuse these superheroes of plotting to conquer the Earth. I vote we battle them to a showdown, and then that's the end of part one. That's
awesome. Man, that's pumped up. This is awesome. Look at this awesome. Okay.
And then when you get to the letters page,
yep.
we have a special presentation. A letters page. Let's see here.
Did we get to it yet?
On my version. Yeah.
Oh, we don't have it yet.
What issue is it? Maybe it's in the next issue. No,
we haven't hit the letters page yet.
Oh yeah, it's after the Legion story.
Yeah, it's after this. Okay, so we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, so Sean, you're here.
I got a page up. Hold on.
Sorry. There you go.
Cool. So here's Stoneboy being destroyed. Like, I shouldn't laugh, but like
Stoneboy sucks. He's the
Stoneboy.
Yeah, he's the bouncing boy of the subs. Like, dude, like,
that's the thing about being made of stone. It's funny because like I never thought that about Thing, but like everyone else, like Korg from like later Marvel comics and the movies, looks like you can just shatter him if you had enough strength, you know. So,
I think Thing, it's like more like almost like
his skin
armor
is
plating,
tough, and it looks like that. That's why
it's like armor plating, right?
Yeah.
Like, by the way, I got it wrong. It was the previous issue.
It was the previous issue. Okay, we'll go back.
We'll do it later.
We'll go back to it afterwards. Yeah, we'll go back to it at the end. Like, we'll do the next issue, then we'll go back to that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We'll do it for fun later.
Yeah. All right. So Stoneboy's getting eaten alive here. All right.
Yeah. So I mean, the subs are now trying to find a new base, right? And this is cool. So they go to a place where like you can't even breathe, right? This is a pretty cool, like, you know, like secret. No one's gonna find them here, right? And
so they're in like the moon's like crater or something like that, right?
Yeah,
like,
and it's these guys that like died, like these alien lizards that died, and they erected statues of themselves and all that stuff. And they're like, well, you know, this is our new hideout, man. Whatever. So they bring their TV in and stuff.
Yeah. You know, that's the first thing I set up when I moved in.
Yeah,
it's like I gotta have my TV.
So Night Girl's like, you know what? I want to resolve this myself. So she flies off, and she goes to the Legion, and they have their little caterpillar robot thing there, and she goes to her crush, Cosmic Boy, and she's like, listen, like, we're just trying to help you. Like, I don't know why you're being assholes.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know what? Go reason with the Legion, right? And he's like, well, or I'll try, you know. So she flies off, and it's like, do you promise? He's like, I promise, man. And then so he goes back, he's like, look at this shit. And it's like, she came, and then she's like, oh, please. It's like, I was like, no, man, whatever. So then,
what an idiot.
Yeah. So he's like, listen, I was nice with her so I could track her, right? So he put a track on her or something. So they're like, now we know where they are. So they go there with their colorful ass caterpillar robot thing.
Yeah.
And so the caterpillar is going down into the into their area, and they're watching their big screen TV. And it's like, Cosmic Boy must have traced me. It's like, well, you screwed up, Night Girl. And actually, I had double pages there for some reason.
I had double pages too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did too. Weird.
That's
Page 12 is on there. 12.
Okay, so again, we see the same page here, but he's showing the caterpillar thingy, and then this is the next thing. So now it's like going after them. So that's where we're at.
Yeah. So they're that thing's fighting them. Night Girl's trying to hold on to it. It escapes from her. And it has these like headlights and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's an old toy line called the Horrible Hamilton, which I think is pretty awesome. It's like Army Men versus Giant Insects. It's like from the 60s. And it looks like, and the insects look like that guy. But anyway,
nice.
So they.
Oh my god! Yeah.
Yeah. Those are cool. I can't find them anywhere, and I'm sure they're like thousands of dollars. So.
Whoa. Oh, that's really neat.
They're cool. So Stone Boy is like, well, let me turn to stone. And then the thing just like bites him and eats him and just crushes him. And they're like, well, Stone Boy's dead. Like that happened. And wait, I gotta enlarge this. So it's like so later on Stone Boy comes back and Stone Boy's alive. It's like, yeah, what happened is they created like they chiseled one of those statues of the Green Men into like him all of a sudden, and decoyed the big like like insect robot thing. So anyways, by this point the reader knows that something's wrong and the subs know that something's wrong, right? So they're like so Sunboy's talking his big shit like still, and then they realize that they're all of course evil aliens that trapped the superheroes with some sort of like freezing ray. It's like a force field freezing ray thing.
Yes,
there they are.
And so the superheroes don't know what's happening, but they're all suspended, right? And they're like, yeah, we're gonna like mine your world and all that, and and then Polar Boy's like, well, I can't help but notice that you're like covered up and stuff. You guys don't like the cold, do you? It's like, well, too bad my power is freaking cold. So he freezes them, and they're like, fuck, this place is like mega cold. So they fly off, and they're not gonna come back, right? Yeah. So the subs actually fly out into space and free the superheroes. They shoot the thing that's creating the field, the freeze field around them, and the superheroes don't know what just happened. They're like, yeah, we were trapped, but like some sort of freak of nature destroyed the thing that trapped us, so we're good. And they don't know anything about the subs still, and the subs keep it that way for now. They're like, we saved the world, we saved the superheroes. And you know what? And then that girl's like, perhaps one day I'll be with Cosmic Boy, And then Tootsie Pops. The end.
Yay, Tootsie Pops.
Yay. I don't like Tootsie Pops.
They're okay, man.
Pops. Yeah. You love them?
I love them.
I love candy. Yeah.
Was it these comics that made you love them, or the?
I think it was just comics. No, I don't know. No. I don't know what it is. Maybe just because they were. Once you get through the fun, the really cool stuff, there's something even cooler in the middle.
Like, how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center?
We counted one time when we were kids in the 70s. One night we were really bored. We claimed, I think it's like 711 is how many it takes.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, no, I like
yeah.
I like Skittles. I like sour keys. I really like sour stuff. It can't get enough sour for me. But I also have these. There's a Chinese grocery store. I buy these Jello shot things. It's like you peel them and then you just like that you squeeze the crap out of them. They come out like a toothpaste and it's like a Jello thing. They're so good.
Oh God, yeah. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me.
I found out some very disturbing things about Steven when I was at his place. We were watching some movies. We watched Scream 6 and Evil Dead Rise, and I brought a bunch of snacks. I brought Smarties. I brought sour keys. I bought those Jello shot things. I brought what else did I bring? And he's like, no, I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm like, he's like, I'm not a big candy person. I'm like, I've known him for 20 something years. I didn't know this. I was very disappointed. I'm like, this is quite disturbing.
Guy, man.
What the shit? Yeah. So I got Reese's Pieces. I was like, okay, I've got one last thing. If you don't like what I'm about to bring out, I'm leaving. I was like, Reese's Pieces. He's like, okay, I like those. Jesus Christ.
Because they're like, crunchy and they're a little savory, Yeah.
So, yeah. Wow, that's good. Even I'm easier to please than that with candy.
Oh, I love candy.
Not that I like all of it, but
I'll take Reese's Pieces and fill them up in a cup, and then I drink them. Like I'll eat them.
Yeah.
Same with M&Ms. Like I'll just dump M&Ms into a cup, and then I eat I'll take shots of M&Ms and just crunch them or whatever.
Yeah, I tried putting them in my pancake mix one time, and thinking that they would still stay hard, but they melted in there, and the whole thing
but that's good.
Like Reese. So yeah,
that's good.
I love me some. Plain M&Ms, plain M&Ms, plain M&Ms.
Plain M&Ms are good.
My new thing is the Reese chocolate bar. You ever tried that?
Yes, of course. Great. The second that came out, I got it.
It's freaking awesome.
It is awesome.
How about the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, big cup, the big ones?
The big cup,
love it.
Those are insane.
I love it.
The ones that have potato chips in them are so weird.
Oh, that I saw those. I scared the hell out of me. I saw that's a horror movie right there. You can't
taste the potato chip off them. So yeah.
So you tried those?
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
So I did you have yet? Okay, so I've had the big Reese's cup, but inside is Reese's Pieces mixed in with the thing. Oh, yes. It's so good.
Yeah, those are great.
That might be good, but I like just the uninterrupted, just over the top.
Right.
Yeah,
like the plain ones or whatever.
Yeah.
So you want me to pull this up and drive it, or you got it?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it. Oh, I can put it up here if you can see mine. Can you see my screen, or is it better off your screen?
Go ahead. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's fine with me either way.
Yeah,
looks good enough.
All right, it looks good. So okay, so Clobby, this is one of the covers that you did. You get the shirt of this or no? I can't remember.
Did he do the shirt of this one? I'm gonna get it if they did.
I want to say maybe they did do the shirt of this, but I'm not 100%. But this is one of your favorite covers, right?
Yeah, if they did a shirt of it, I gotta have it eventually. Yes, this is one of my favorite covers of them all.
So what's going on in this one? I do have this cover.
That is, man, that kicks ass. There you go.
This is pretty good quality too.
Legion of Adventure Comics number 312. Again, writer Edmund Hamilton, penciler and inker John Forte, and silly editing by Mort Weisinger. Let's see if there's anything to note in this issue.
Woo! Look at this.
Yeah, the resurrection. Oh my! Oh my!
Oh my goodness!
Oh my!
Draw any person 1 minute.
All right. Yeah, I bet moms weren't liking that in that cover.
Man, I gotta hide this under the bed.
DC Comics, huh?
Yeah, hide this under the bed.
I bet they got letters.
Yeah. I love that there's like a bunch of coffins here. Like this is insane. Like
glass coffins, yeah.
Okay, so Club, you want to do this one?
Yes, Tales of the or maybe it should say Darkseid is coming back to kick the tails of the Legion of Superheroes. All right, anyway. Okay, so yes, parts one of this. Many months ago, when gallant Lightning Lad was killed in action, the Legion of Superheroes vowed they would never rest until they could find a way to bring him back to life, and nobody was creeped out by that.
Right.
At all. It was like it was standard conversation. Man, Bill was such a good dude. Bill passed. Would you hear about Bill? Bill passed away. Oh yeah, you remember him, right? Yeah, man, I can't wait till they bring him back, man. I just hope they bring Bill back one day. And man, I lost my brother last year in a bad accident, and I love him to death. I hope we can bring him back someday, though. Says nobody ever, even in comic books.
Yeah, it's so random. They've been teasing this forever.
Right. So it's like, what? I still don't. What? Edmund, Mort, bring him back. Fine. It's a funny book. I don't care. But even all the other characters they've ever brought back, Bucky, I don't care who it is. You never saw a build up in the comics like, you know what? I can't wait till Bucky gets brought back to life.
Anyway. Someone pokes their head out of the side of the panel. Hey, remember we're going to bring him back one time.
Yeah, don't worry about it. He'll be back.
He'll be back.
Every other character, when they die, they in fact, they always do the reverse. Like, even if they're planning it, they don't tell you. They let it be a surprise later.
Right.
Why wouldn't you want it to be a surprise? So I don't understand the super sacrifice of the Legionnaires anyway. And of course, good old Superboy. The people of this strange world were all dead, but now they're coming to life. And they can find a secret here, which can help the Legion to retrieve Lightning Lad. So this is the planet of the revived people, I guess.
Right.
For some reason.
They all wear the same clothes. They all sleep in glass coffins. Like,
How did he know about this? He see it on the news or whatever?
In other news, there was that robbery in the land of everyone lives forever but dies and comes back, or Resurrection Planet or whatever. Like,
well, when they come back, it's like they're stretching and yawning, like they just
sleep. Damn, boy, that was a really sucky death right there. I hope my next death isn't that bad.
Yeah, that was boring.
Time Lord.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm glad it's still the 30th century. I love the clock. Got it. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Time on Earth, time on planet Xano. Oh, time on this planet and that. I'm all right. I mean, sure.
I guess there's only one Earth time. There's not multiple times. There's no multiple times on Earth anymore.
Nope, not anymore.
No.
That's are you kidding me? That's primitive.
Yeah.
So the Legion sits around. I can't get over the conversations, man. Oh, Superboy, why doesn't Mon-El come? I can't bear this waiting when it means life or death. I know Lightning Lass. We all feel the same, but Mon-El should be here soon. Why are they, so they're waiting on Mon-El for some reason. He gets back. He was supposed to be investigating another way into bringing back Lightning Lad.
Right.
And then
he says, I
can't do it. What's that? Go ahead.
Look, it's like, so Prody becomes Mon-El just because. Yeah. Well, we know why. This is foreshadowing.
She was thinking about yes. we need a demonstration of what Prody can do right there, because it will like I said, foreshadowing. Yeah. So, but Mon-El has bad news. Did you succeed, Mon-El? Did you find among the science fiction wizards of your homeworld, Daxam, a way to restore Lightning Lad to life? Tell us. You once vowed never to rest until you could find a way to revive him. Okay. I'm sorry to report, but I found no way to bring back Lightning Lad. Wham, wham, wham. My brother's gone forever. Okay. I'm sorry, but
as he was yesterday, and the day before,
and the day before that, and the day tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow. Number 6. Okay, so she's waiting beside Lightning Lad. Oh, Saturn Girl's still in there waiting behind him, and this is before they were even an item. He saved her life, and so they go to tell. They show a little recap of what happened. Lightning Lad dying to save her from the evil invader Zarian a few issues ago. Prody, I'm glad to see you in my telepathic powers. To me, you're glad to see me. Or maybe it's just something in his pocket.
Woo, Prody.
You have to tell, let's see. You'll have to tell her, Mon-El, choke.
Yeah, we got to choke.
We got to choke, folks. Choke,
so
folks.
Happy.
Choke, folks. I love a choke. Mon-El, tell me, did you find a way we can use to retrieve Lightning Lad? I hate to tell you, son and girl, but he's a dead. I mean, no, failed.
He's dead.
He's dead meat. I think worm food was a little strong, Mon-El. Why I caught Mon-El's thoughts. For a moment, as he answered me, he was thinking that he did know a way to revive Lightning Lad, but I'm too cute and he wants me for himself. I mean, no.
Yeah.
He's lying. But why? Okay, so drama.
Drama.
They may have to face we may have to face facts, folks, that if somebody died and they're not going to be coming back.
Yeah. Shoot.
What is he, a comic book character or something? Oh, okay. And they didn't. It's not like they sent his body to Genesis.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
So let's see here. As nothing really transpires, they just stand around talking about searching for ways to bring him back. Go ahead.
There's some X-ray vision here, I think. Superboy's like, whoa. It's like,
yeah.
Ooh.
Should I use my X-ray vision or shouldn't I?
You should.
So this planet is new to this issue, right? Like he's
sure.
usually in their basement with the two things. No?
Which planet?
This
lightning planet?
This lightning planet, yeah.
They brought him there.
They brought him
there.
Yeah, they brought him
right?
there,
yeah.
It's really cool, dramatic, actually.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Let's see. Locations. Score, right?
Score.
Yeah.
This was the first appearance of Daxam. Wow. Okay.
Really? Wow.
First one, yeah. I still don't give him a name yet, though. That's later, of course.
Yeah.
So where were we? Nowhere. We're about to go.
Yeah, we
out.
Can't do shit.
Yeah, we can't do anything. It's done, but we're gonna go try to do it anyway.
Right.
And she and Saturn Girl smells a rat, so she's going to stay with Monel.
Right.
See what is his problem. And he's just cool with it. Saturn Girl suspects me. I must guard my thoughts, or she'll learn my secret. It could mean death to her. Basically, yes, he's afraid for her life because he knows how to bring him back. Right. But he's going to pretend not to because it means the death of Saturn Girl. Very dramatic. I love it.
And he's very gentlemanly. Look, see, the hand is perfect. It's not too low and not too high. It's like perfect. He's a very good gentleman. It's not. It's
very important in that day and age, and now even. But
yeah, and now I agree. Yeah,
I love how at awesome speed Superboy hurdles through the cosmos until he reaches his goal. That blue sun is half a double star, and the planet our records. But so he's flying like throughout. I love when he flies way into deep space and doesn't need to wear any kind of, air or any of the kind of crap. That's power right there.
I like that too. Yeah.
So they have an orange sun and a blue sun, and so they're dead.
Right.
They're dead.
Yeah.
When the sun starts, when another one starts going up, or whatever, do you have to go make sure you get to your coffin thingy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't.
Or else you just collapse and die right there. Oh.
Hey, it's almost death time. Oh my goodness! Yay! Go wash up, kids. Do your homework. Wash up, brush your teeth, and get to your coffin.
But Mom, I already washed up. I'll wash up when I resurrect. No, you will do it before you die. I've told you, Timmy.
Yes.
It's like
you want to wake up in a funny position again. Then everyone starts making fun of you because you can't even die right. What a loser! That's so ridiculous. That's why I love comic books, man. Those are insane.
But they switch back and forth. Like they're not really dead. They're in a coma.
No, I guess coma, right?
Yeah.
They are, but they call it they're calling it death.
They're calling it death. Yeah.
So really, they are going to sleep. I do like
the exact time.
Yeah, I do like that. It's like it isn't actually death. It is actually just that's what their race does, right? Like,
yes, something happens to their planet that makes them all have to go to sleep at the same time.
Right.
So imagine you don't have to have any. There's no late night movies.
Wow.
Nothing, man. Everybody's awake at the same time. That's kind of weird. I guess there's not a lot of people on that planet. Who would move there? You'd be like, they have galactic travel. You'd leave that annoying planet, wouldn't you?
Yeah, like everything's it's like you lose. I guess it depends how long half the day is. Maybe the days and nights are longer, or I don't know.
I guess.
Yeah.
So he wants to take a piece of the blue sun with him.
Right.
So, radiation plays on light. See how that let its radiation play on lightning, lad. Well, I've come up with how I might accomplish that feat. Spinning at terrific super speed, it creates a mighty solar eruption. When this happens naturally, the glowing gases that erupt from a sun's surface are called prominences. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what that.
Edmonton must know. Edmund knows these things, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's fiddling around. He brings the blue thingy to
like Monel or Lightning Lad's coffin here.
I always have a tendency to call him Garth. He's Garth Rance, but not yet. So he brings it the thing to Garth and can't bring him back to life.
I like how he's leaning on the coffin though.
Yeah.
He's like,
yes. Dang, what's wrong?
No, I'll give it 5 more minutes.
How inconvenient.
This is very inconvenient. I'm upset at Lightning Lad for being dead and inconveniencing Superboy.
Yeah. Mate, look, can't you just resurrect like everybody else? Come on.
I asked you to resurrect Lightning Lad, and you couldn't even do that one simple thing.
So here we go. Where's Monel and Saturn Girl now? They were on.
They were trying to fly to this creature thingy, and like apparently they can resurrect, and then but Monel loses his face here. His face gets torn off. I don't know what happens here.
You stay here, Saturn Girl. I'm invulnerable, and it can't hurt me. Oh my God! It tore my damn face off. What?
I wonder if that's. I should look at the real comic and see if it's like that.
Double take maybe, or
That was weird.
That is weird. That might be some kind of a somebody might have with the comic they scanned to make maybe somebody screwed around with it. I don't know. That's kind of weird. I have to look at one of my reprints.
Yeah. Do you have this one reprinted, Sean?
No, I don't. Yeah, I'm beyond the reprints now. So yeah.
Okay.
That's why I'm looking at my phone. So yeah.
He punches this. He killed this creature. That
No. He does. He knocks that one out, and then they find one that's dying of an old age. They're very specific on that because I thought, is Monel going to go kill one to see if it resurrects? And no,
he literally said,
he literally says, "See that one fell."
Yes,
the old one fell to the ground.
Yeah,
and seemed to die of natural death. Yeah,
right. Yeah, One Punch Man.
So he said the young one, Tark, is born of the body of the one that died.
Yeah, so a little guy comes out.
Phoenix. So okay, that was kind of silly.
Yeah, so again, they don't resurrect really; they just come out. But I guess you would think, it resurrects because a small one comes out or something.
So they're going to, they're going. Oh, they're back. Superboy failed too, but is going to keep trying. And we must keep trying. There has to be some way to revive Lightning Lad, except for that way that I can't tell you about.
Right.
Except for that one. So I read in his thoughts that he could revive Lightning Lad right now, but doesn't want to. Maybe he wants me for me. How can we ever succeed if Monel, our own comrade, is working against us? Bum, bum, bum.
My God, what's going to happen?
Tootsie Rolls. Yay.
Stamps.
Well, I've got that Superman. Oh, that's the first Lexor.
I'm in trouble now because that's 164. First Lexor. Our buddy Phantom Outsider has been all over me to review that comic. I promise, buddy, I'm going to review that one for you. Oh, my goodness. I promise.
I love there's they go to one planet and there's an oxen with his horns are basically like pint glasses. It's so weird. And then Superman drinks water out of the pint glass horns from this thing. Yeah. Anyway,
maybe we should all review it.
Sorry, what issue is that? Superman
164.
164. You should get these, man.
We should all review it for Fanty.
I'm trying to get all the Lexors.
Okay.
All the Lexor stories.
That's a lot, isn't it? Well,
it's not so much, and there's a lot of reprinted stories in other issues. Yeah. But yeah, so
we'll do if you want, Fanty. We'll do because Fridays we just do free for alls. This Friday we're doing the Batman thing that we were supposed to do last Friday, but I couldn't make it. Maybe in a couple of Fridays we could do it all together. We'll just do a special. Yeah,
that'd be fun.
A special.
I'll bring my real one out and show it. And,
Cool.
Yeah. Do you have it, Sean?
I have it.
You have this one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. So yeah, we can set that because I'm pretty loose. We can do that.
Yeah.
There you go. It's all for you, buddy.
All for you, buddy.
Forever.
All right.
There we are.
Part 2.
Lane issue, and then Tales of the Legion of Superheroes Part 2 across the length and breadth of the universe. The determined Legionnaires have searched for a way to revive Lightning Lad, but when at last a way is found, it faces them with a terrible question: the question of which superhero is to die for Lightning Lad, and then we learn who is the bravest Legionnaire. All right, so there we go. We're on. Where are we now? We've got your favorite Sunboy being a jack to somebody.
Right.
Is there any chance of success, Sunboy? The mechanical librarian simply said that on the world of Score, a strange technique for reviving apparently dead people has been perfected. It might revive your brother, but Score as soon as we're out of the solar system, we'll use full speed. Okay. So you can't use warp speed in the solar system.
Right.
Yeah.
For some reason. But they always ignored that on Star Trek, except for the motion picture. All right. So where are we at now?
We're at this interplanetary post office where these giant things are. This is awesome.
In post office, they have to answer a
distress call on the way.
Distress call from Lightning Lass. Doesn't want to do that, but hey, sob.
Yeah,
we have to do our duty. She said duty. So here we go. Monster thingies that looks suspiciously like the lizard monster thingy that, no, not quite, sort of like it, the one that was on my Superboy model cover art.
Oh, yeah.
Similar. Dave
You
Cobb.
had that? You had that?
Oh, the one with, yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
I love Dave Cockrum cover. Oh, man, I love that model so much.
Wow.
And it kind of broke apart. It got so old. I want it again, though. I want it again. Jumping Suns. Look at those creatures. They're space serpents, able to live in space and eat metal and stone. They must be from another universe. Why? Why another universe?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense. They're just from space. Not nitpicking. I'm just, good luck. So anyway, here we go. We got to fight these things and blast them and blah, blah. We got to fill up time. But Chameleon Boy, who has entered the post office, is alert to a remaining danger. But sorry, one of those fantastic creatures is eaten into our rocket mail room. So I'm looking at it from like 5 feet away from the screen. We sealed the door to avoid all of our air escaping, but 2 of our men are caught in there. Well, we'll bring them back to life if they die. Just kidding.
Yeah, really.
Maybe my pet Prody, who doesn't have to breathe air, can decoy the creatures back outside. Prody, imitate one of those serpenty space serpent thingies.
Yeah, and then he lures the other out here.
Yes, and they managed. Let's see. Let's see. 2 men were frozen when the air rushed out. They're dead, unfortunately. Your great feat came too late. They might still be saved. We'll take them to score with us. The scientist there is said to have a new revival technique we're interested in. Oh, no.
Yep.
The plot skickens. With 2 lifeless men aboard the Legion ship speeds to a far planet. What a coinky dink, right? I spoke by radio to the Skurian officials. They say to bring the bodies of... Okay, anyway, the point is they're going to this planet to test this revival technique. Well, what do you think happens? It works.
It works.
Yeah.
I finally invent something that works.
It worked. It'll revive my brother. I hope so, but from what you told me, the atoms of his body may have been permanently damaged. And if so, it might not work, but we'll give you a radium capsule just in case. Back to Lightning World.
Right.
With soaring hopes, speed 3 Legionnaires. Soon he'll be speaking, moving, living again. Don't get your hopes up, girl.
Yeah, like she's like really prematurely getting excited here. It's like she doesn't know the theory of 3 in Legion. It's like there's always 3 things that fail, and then she doesn't know that.
It'll be wonderful to have Lightning Lad, the most gallant of us all, back in the Legion.
4 hours later, wow.
4? Why? Yeah, why did I wait 4? It's failed. He's still lifeless. Oh, hey, stop making commentary on his personality. No, I mean, he's dead. What the Skorian scientists feared, that his very atoms were damaged by my true. Oh, must be true. Sorry. Yeah. I'm dyslexic. I'm sorry. The scientists of Skor couldn't help us. Even the great scientists of Monel's homeworld of Daxam couldn't. But he won't give up. I'm certain the scientists of Daxam did tell Monel how to revive Lightning Lad, but he won't admit it. I'm going to find out. So, what's happening here?
So this is where they're on their way, and she pretends. Sandra pretends that her suit's malfunctioning. She lets out some of the oxygen. Yeah. She's like, "Oh no, I'm going to die," because she knows that they're close to Daxam. So she's like, "I'm going to die." So he's like, "Oh well, we're close to Daxam. I'll just take you there right now to help you." And that was her way of like getting Monel to take her there. So that's when they're there, and she's like, "You know what? I know you can revive Lightning Lad. Spill your beans or whatever." And then he explains how it works.
Yep. And then there you go.
Yeah. So here's the. He's like, "Well, you have to grab this apparatus." basically it's like life essence transference.
Yeah,
like
right.
I can give you my life force energy, like, or whoever can like it'll the lightning will hit the thing, and then that'll take that person's life force and put it into whatever person's life force you want it to go into. But you're trading one life for another, basically. And see, so this person's dead, right?
So they specify like that's a living android and there's a dead android, and then the lightning goes through the living android, transfers that life into the dead android,
Yes.
kills the other but he says, because I immediately I was like, well, then use that. But they're like, no, it's impossible to transfer the life force of an android into a human somehow.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be the same.
But yeah,
It's got to be like a living creature's life force to a living creature's life force, not an android life force.
Yeah.
Like this works for androids. You can revive other androids, but you don't need to revive other androids because they're not going to die anyways. But
yeah,
it was a bit weird. But they didn't. You could have just.
Point. Yeah.
Yeah, we would have just used rats. Like, here's a dead rat, here's a live rat, and they would have right. But they want to do that because it promotes bad things, I suppose. So they're like, we'll just use androids, and now it's explain how it works for androids. But anyway,
you can't. Well, and you can even have your mind transferred into a synthesoid body that is exactly the same feeble age and everything, right. Just like PR.
right. Yeah, don't make me younger or anything like that.
No, we don't want any superpowers or anything. So there we go. We've got where are we at? Okay, so
yeah, someone's got to sacrifice himself.
Somebody decided the cat's out of the bag, right?
Right.
And but Saturn Girl doesn't know this, right?
Yeah, so they basically say, okay, it's going to work, but someone's going to lose. Someone will die. So they're trying to say. And Superboy's saying, well, why doesn't one of us do it? Because we're not going to die anyways, right? It goes, but it would drain the life force that even though living, we live in a death-like coma. Like, it's not that it's like you die. Like Superboy and Mon-El won't die, but they'll just be in a coma because their life energy has been removed.
Right. So she decides. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, yeah. So there you go. So like, I mean, she's like, I'm going to do it because he went to. Okay, so for those of you who haven't, or if you're watching this later on, or if you don't remember, she was the one that took everyone's abilities and copied them, and then she went off to fight Zarian or whatever, and then Lightning Lad knew that she was going to do that, so he went ahead and stopped him, and then died in the process. But it should have been her. She was the leader at the time. She was supposed to. So she's like, since I was supposed to die anyways, I'm going to make this rod. So that the lightning goes through my rod, it'll attract it. Because the plan is that they're all randomly going to hold it, and it's like drawing straws. They're all going to hold it, and whoever it goes through, and that person just got killed, and Lightning Lad's back. But she's like, my rod is going to be stronger and more like receptive to the lightning, so it'll be me for sure. So she's going to sacrifice herself.
Yes. And here's the thing about then we get to the serious part where I joke and kid around these comics, even though I love the Legion because there's really a lot of silly stuff in it. Here's where I take it seriously. Here's what I do love: not just that she's willing to do that, all of them are willing to take that chance to draw that lot, and they may die for their friend to bring him back to life. And I still maintain it's silly that they're walking around all the time going, sure thing, we can bring them back to life one day. Nevertheless, they should have just kept that as a secret type thingy. But that said, this is one of the great poignant and heroic bits in Legion and about Legion, just like in the previous episode, or a story where I love how the substitutes are not a bunch of glory hogs. They just wanted to do the right thing. That's why I love heroism in comics. I love heroic fiction, and I love the Legion because they truly are superheroes to me. And
So now before this, as Saturn Girl is making her special rod, which is going to attract the lightning more, we see Prody run off, and she's like, "Oh, let me go get him," because he kind of ran off, and then we don't see what happens. Now in a movie that would be a fade, and then we fade into all of them preparing the ceremony, and because Saturn Girl does have that rod which attracts better than the other rods, she gets nailed. Her life energy is transferred into Lightning Lad, who now is revived. And we see that Saturn Girl has really become Prody, and it was actually he who took on her form and took the rod and sacrificed himself or itself or whatever.
Yep.
And how awesome is that?
Yep. Poor old Brody.
Yeah, don't they have any criminals they could throw up in there?
Yeah.
No, they don't do that.
It is an awesome story, though.
Yeah.
This was awesome. And we're going to go back to the letters page now. We still have time to do the letters page real quick. But this was awesome. Lightning Lad is officially back. So she's still going to be Lightning. Is it going to be Lightning Lad and Lightning Lass? Is that what's happening? Or
eventually, her powers are going to change. Way down the road, she's going to become Light Lass.
Where
she can mess with people's gravity or whatever. Their powers do change. Hers do.
So we'll just have two lightning
right
people for the next.
Yeah, she'll be lightning for a while.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's find that mail sack.
In 311. I can find it if you want.
Is it 311? Yeah, I think this is 311. Oh no, this is 310. So is it 311?
I think it's in 3. Maybe it's 3.
No, I think when we were on 311, you find out it was
310.
It's 310. Yeah. All right. So where are we looking for? Where's the name?
Somewhere in the middle.
Edmund had no. Who were we looking? What was the name we were looking for?
Yeah, Edmund Hamilton, the writer.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Yeah.
Actually had All right, here you go. I'll read it.
Yeah, here it is. Yeah, go ahead.
Dear editor, I've been reading with a great deal of relish the letters in your Smallville mail sack, particularly the paragraphs at the end you call Bits of Legionnaire Business. I'm part of a Facebook group called Bits of Legionnaire Business. Inasmuch as I have had the privilege of writing several of the Legion of Superheroes stories for your magazine, I have been amused, startled, and overwhelmed by the ingenious suggestions of your readers for new characters and the imaginative powers attributed to them. Would it be possible for me, in the near future, to write a Legion story in which I would give some of those proposed heroes a guest try out? I'm sure it would be a lot of fun. Of course,
that's awesome.
That's weird in writing of that, huh? But someone writes him back. They write him back, and it's funny. They're talking about Ed Hamilton, and they mention his wife, Lee Brackett, is one of Hollywood's most talented screenwriters. Her recent picture, Atari, was one of the top 10 box office hits. She is currently busy writing a new picture for her producer, Howard Hawks.
Wow.
Which will feature Rock Hudson. Wow.
That's crazy.
And of course, we all know she wrote the original screenplay for The Empire Strikes Back. And then she passed away before the movie, before I think it's 78 or something. 79.
Oh, crap. Well, there you go. So yeah, he's saying he wants to use some of the fan ideas basically, and then yeah.
It reminds me of in Adventure Comics in the late 70s. Are either one of you familiar with a series that they revived for that from the 60s called Dial H for Hero?
I love Dial H.
Yeah.
Well, they did that. They let in the 70s, in the late 70s, they let kids make up heroes, characters. And they even had one, like I said, not just kids. Harlan Ellison created one. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I like Dial H.
Yeah. I thought it was a lot of fun.
They were pretty cool. The original series from House of Mystery from the 60s, I think, was probably a little bit better with the character. I like that character better, Robbie Reed, whatever. But
I know the brother and sister. Like I know
there was a brother and sister in the late 70s. Problem is they had a lot of really bad Carmen Infantino art. Oh my God, man. Yes. Oh yeah. So anyway, man, this was fun, dude. Love doing this.
There we go. We got 3. So let's take a look at what's on the next Legion of Superheroes live stream. Let's take a look here.
Later on the Legionnaire headquarters.
Now I've got 313, 314, and I've got Jimmy Olsen 72. So what's Jimmy Olsen 72?
Shall we vet it?
Yeah, let's vet it right now.
We'll vet it now, yeah. You said Jimmy Olsen.
So I've got 313, 314. So that's probably true.
It's easy enough. I could just
I'm gonna go to this.
I said the best way to do it is to pull it up on the comic thingy itself. I'll look forward to see Jimmy Olsen.
All right.
And what year is it again?
Jimmy Olsen, 72.
72. Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen.
Adventure. Okay, so 313. So I've got 313, 314, and then
70.
The World of Doomed Olsens.
Yeah, the World of Doomed Olsens. So does that actually have any Legion stuff in it?
You said 72, am I right? Oh, yeah. Okay, let's see. I'll tell you in short order here. Oh, it's got Elastic Lad. And it's the one with the turtle.
Doesn't seem there's a lot of Legion in it.
They're in there, but they pop in.
It's like they accuse Jimmy Olsen, like his fan club accuse him of not doing anything without Superman, so he recounts different adventures, and I don't know if the Legion is in one of them.
Elastic Lad is here.
They're in a story for a second, but they're not. It's not a Legion story. They popped in for a second. In disguise, me too. I'm scrolling through it as well.
And on the DC fandom, they're all listed as cameo. So Saturn Girl cameo, Lightning Lad cameo.
Yeah, here they are.
Chameleon Boy and Colossal Boy don't have cameo next to them, but I don't know what that means.
Yeah, that's not really a big deal then.
So we can skip that one, do 313, 314, 315.
It is the first appearance of Prody too.
It is.
Does that really?
But it doesn't even take place in
up to you guys.
I'll leave it up to you, man. Let's see.
I'm thinking we could probably just skip it, or it's so short. What we'll do is we'll scroll through it just to show people real fast. Just say, okay, here they all are, and then that's it. Like how we go through the whole comic, that'll be 313, 314, 315, and then the Jimmy Olsen thing I'll just bring up just for fun, just to show it after.
Yeah, it is in the chronology, so yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And I might just read it just for my own amusement or whatever. But there you go. Okay, so that's good. So Clobby, you're on in about an hour. What are you doing tonight?
Yeah, close to a little over an hour. I will be doing I'll review a comic. I need to read it, finish. Got to go read it. I guess Marvel feature number 2, the second appearance of the Defenders. I decided to read very slowly, taking my time, but at least once a month. Review all of the Defenders in order. It's starting slow, like I said, one at a time, and then of course I'll have a surprise review of a comic, which I will be also surprised because I don't know what it is yet either. I figured since it's a Marvel book, there I'll contrast it with an old DC book.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know what. Actually, I think I do.
I love Defenders. This is why I didn't like the Defenders, even though I like Daredevil.
TV show sucks.
Yeah, I didn't like the Defenders.
I mean, I like seeing all those people in together in it, but that's not the Defenders. Just call it Marvel Knights or some kind of horse hockey.
Marvel Knights. That's what would have been fine. I was buying the Marvel Knights titles at that.
I think because of you, J-Man, I read the whole thing pretty much.
Of which one? Defenders or Marvel Knights?
Yeah.
I gave them. I forgot I gave you all that.
You gave me all that in the black and white things.
Yeah, the essentials. It's just line art, right?
It's such a great series. Because it's interesting. There's different guys that come through. Doctor Strange is usually there. Yeah.
So I would do for me. I accept Doc Strange, obviously Namor, Surfer, Hulk, Valkyrie, and Nighthawk.
You can't beat that team. Right.
That would be like any one of those 4 that I just mentioned. That's my Defenders. Yeah. I'm okay with Nighthawk and Valkyrie and Hulk and Doctor Strange.
They're classic to me too.
Yeah, you can leave if you can't put Namor and Surfer in there. I just want this Hulk, Doc, Nighthawk, Valkyrie, and Hulk, Nighthawk, Valkyrie.
Yeah, that's
maybe Hellcat.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hellcat I can accept.
Or somebody.
That's it. Yes.
J-Man, you're like, how are you just supposed to defeat? It's like Doctor Strange. It's like Silver Surfer, who's a cosmic being.
Right.
The Hulk, the strongest
there
there
much.
is, and Namor, who controls all the seas. You can't beat those 4.
Yeah, Defenders is the best.
Namor and Surfer weren't there a whole lot after the original couple ones.
Yeah.
And then, because they were just doing other stuff. But the thing that I got it, Kurt Busiek, even though I hate Eric Larson, he had partial to do with it. There was an 11-issue run in the early 2000s where they just brought him back. And it had them in it, though. It did have Surfer. Do you remember that? That one I loved. It was hilarious because some former enemy of theirs had cast this spell on them early on that out of nowhere, if something is threatening, no matter where they happen to be, Doc Strange, Hulk, Thor, and Namor and Surfer would always be brought there together no matter what, and they hated each other. And man, they would get pissed off every time they get drawn into something. And that was you remember that series? It was just called The Defenders. It was like a
Is that the one where like there's like the foil? It's like a 90s foil cover.
Secret Defenders? I have that. Yeah,
that was before, after Secret Defenders. It's not.
Okay.
I can send you a link to it. It's just called The Defenders, and it was for 8-9 issues. It was it was hilarious because each issue would be narrated from the point of view of one of them. And when they finally got to the Hulk, the other ones would be like Namor's arrogant. Self-narrating, and then Doctor Strange, all this way he is, and then when they got to the Hulk, dumb magician, puny man, sword girl, bird nose, shiny man, I hate all these Defenders. They better start leaving me alone. It was just like the whole issue was narrated by the Hulk. It was hilarious. I mean, oh
my gosh,
it was so much fun. You see it?
I'm trying to find it. Is it what volume is it? Would it be volume 4? Oh, it's volume 4 from 2020. From 2012?
No, it was earlier. No? Maybe volume 3. No. Let's see. I can find it easily enough, probably, and I'll send you the link because it's 3? It was just called Defenders, and there was a series after that as well that I just. This is by my boy Astro City, Kurt Busiek. So.
No, it's not this one because I have some of this. There's the one by.
Oh, here it is. I got it. I'll send you a link right now from 2001.
2001.
It lasted 12 issues, and it was especially. I took forever to come out. I think I bought every one of them, but it was really just ball busting.
Oh, I know it. I got it. I know it. Yep, I've seen it.
You got that one?
I don't have a lot of those. I had some. I've seen it though. I got it. Yeah, I found it too.
I remember this. Yeah.
I remember it though. Yeah,
nice
this is
logo. Yeah.
I remember that logo and all that. Yeah, I was trying to buy. Before you and I knew each other, Clobby, I was trying to buy all the Defenders comics, and I was getting a lot of them, and I was like, I can't. It was just too much, and some of them were a bit expensive, so I had to just stop. I still kept my list of what I needed, but I was buying the essentials, which is the line art, just like the black and white ones, and then I read all those and I gave them to Sean, and then I bought everything on Comixology for Defenders, so I just bought it all off Comixology. But I really, and I really should, I'm trying to get back there, but I really got to do I'm really into Adventure Comics and Superboy, so I really got to get those. But Defenders is awesome. That was like my favorite. Basically, Defenders and West Coast Avengers were my favorite team, and then I got into X-Men later, and that's when I went back and got it. But like from the beginning, I always loved Defenders and West Coast Avengers. I always liked those as a kid. I just thought Defenders was cool, and Nighthawk. I love Nighthawk. I think he's awesome.
Yeah, I love him. Yeah, and I love Valkyrie actually. And
Valkyrie.
They would bring in other people a lot of times too. They bring in Luke Cage.
Cage would be there.
Daredevil would even pop in there sometimes with him and stuff.
Yeah, I think Beast came in. Beast came in a couple times, didn't he?
Yes. Oh, a lot of them did.
Yeah, Beast.
True. Yeah. But they weren't organized at all. They weren't like the Avengers. It was just Doctor Strange would call them together when needed muscle.
Yep. Yeah. Yep, so that's cool.
Well, the worst is the champions. It's like they're just all.
I love champions.
It's like there is Ghost Rider. There's it's like what the hell.
I like champions.
Black Widow, Ghost Rider, Iceman, Angel, and Hercules.
Man, that's awesome.
Yeah,
they had terrible art though most of the time.
Yeah, I like champions. I've got some of those issues. There wasn't very many to get. It didn't go that long.
13, 18,
like
maybe 17, 18.
Yeah. All right, Sean, and what are you doing? What are you doing right now? You just posted your alien thing was awesome. I just watched that. That was awesome. I love it. Like my wife's like, you always watch these alien things. I love it.
That guy at the end with all the details is like strawberry ice cream and all that stuff. It's like that's what got me as a kid. I was like, what the hell? Like they like that's a weird detail. It's like maybe he's telling me. They want you to say like maybe he's telling the truth. Like if there's a weird detail. So yeah.
And that community, that entire community, they're all liars.
I know.
Stop lying, you
village. That
whole village is lying.
UFOs. Yeah.
When
I read about it, it's all fake. It's like
it's super fake. It's like
it's funny to watch this 35 years later. It's like because everything's debunked, right? So it's like like Falcon, like his the guy.
No, he's still going.
This guy's voice. That guy. I identified him in my description. Like he's credited on IMDb.
No, Falcon's dual active now. I looked him up and found him. He's got a YouTube thing. You can go look. He's still saying it's true.
Yeah.
He's taking this lie to the grave.
Yes.
He's taking this abduction to the grave, man. That's awesome.
So I posted that. You can watch that on my channel. I've been posting stuff from old catalogs and things. So I'm going to be doing a video with 80s toy pages from consumers' wish books. I'll be doing that. And some more TV guide stuff. I did something about TV Saturday morning, going through the TV guide and saying like what I'm gonna watch each thing. I love that. I'll probably do another one of those. And just having fun with that for now. So
cool. All right, guys. Well, that'll be it. So Wednesday for the wrestling talk. Friday. So this Friday, all three of us are back. Maybe Steve will come on too for the Batman 66 favorites. So we'll just talk. That's going to be very loose.
Yeah.
So the links, obviously, everyone knows who Clobby is, and Sean. I think everyone's subscribed to you already. But the links are there. I threw my Patreon link on there. If anyone wants to come on, I do have 6 people already, so I'm very happy with that. I can't believe it. So thank you to everybody who signed up for that. I really appreciate it. And that'll be it. So if you can't make it to any of those, then 1 week from now, we'll be back doing more Legion of Superheroes. We are seeing Oppenheimer this week, but it's not really one to stream about. So I'll do a review for it. It'll just be that'll be on the Patreon. That's not gonna. I won't post that here. So that'll be that. All right, guys. Thanks so much for coming on. I appreciate it. Take it easy.
Have a good one, everybody. Take care.
Yeah.
Hey friends, you've just been listening to J-Man, and he is the smartest person who ever lived. So make sure you like and subscribe.